welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well. I'm going to try and make a conscious effort in this video to film from different angles, because I've noticed in the last couple of videos, because it's easy to film in front of the bed in the master bedroom, that's where I've been filming from, and it may be really boring watching me standing in the same place literally every day just chatting to you. So yeah, that's one thing I'm going to try and change up in this video. But this week is an exciting week. We are working on the porch outside. If you watched my previous video, you'll know that we fitted the inner front door, so now it's a case of getting the base prepped ready for the frames going up on the outside. Sam has done the concrete base for it, he's done all the brickwork, so it is just a case of kind of getting everything put together now. So I am going to help him do that, as did I with the inner front door as well. I actually feel a bit more useful at the moment, rather than just kind of watching him feeling a bit helpless. So yeah, I'm going to really look forward to getting that done, so that we actually get some privacy as well, because we've not got any frosted glass in the inner front door, because I wanted to be able to see through into the porch and to kind of give the illusion that the hallway looks bigger. So that's the reason why I chose to go for just clear glass with the inside door. But with the porch door, we're going to have glass down one side, a composite front door, and then glass as well the other side of the door, with the kind of frosted look to it. I wanted to try and minimise the amount of UPVC that you can see on a typical porch, so it's not going to have like the half insulated panel bottom and glass top. It's literally going to all be glass, so hopefully it will keep that space a little bit bright. I am aware that it's going to dull it down a little bit, but with it being white and pristine, it just makes so much of a difference. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that done. Also, I need to go online and order some paint samples, or if I've got time I might pop out tomorrow and pick some up, ready to kind of think about what I want to have on the landing stairs and hallway. So there's a lot to think about, and I also don't know how long of a lead time there are for things like sofas and stuff. I know we're not sort of down in the lounge area just yet, but I know that when we ordered our sofas like a few years ago, there was such a long wait for it, so I don't want to get caught out ordering that too late. So if any of you guys have ordered sofas or know what the general lead time is from anywhere, then please do let me know, because I need to kind of get myself organised now, because everything just seems so chaotic. Everything's happening so quickly. I've not had a chance to kind of confirm exactly what I want. I don't think I've actually had a catch up since we ripped more of the porch down yesterday, but we did find something in the corner, which you may have just seen on the previous clip, in the kind of porch area of where the roof is. Sorry, my terminology is awful, I know. And I think that it might be like a wasp or a kind of beehive. I don't think it's a hive as such, but some kind of home for a spider or a wasp or whatever. I have tried googling it. It does look more like a wasp's home. However, I think it's been up there for some time and we've not seen anything in there, so we are going to try and dispose of that. And the porch has arrived today, so I'm so excited to get that in. Sam is going to try and get that built this evening, well, fitted this evening. I do have a client in the gym, so I think I'm going to have to try and help him sort of before and after, because there is a massive bit of glass, which I may as well show you now. And like I say, because I am going outside, it may be a little bit more quieter. But as we come out, this is how big the glass is. So we've got a massive pane that's kind of going to go across the front here, and then the smaller one that's going to go across the side. And then the composite door that we've gone for is a really light blue one. If I can try and find the actual name of the door. I do know that it's a distinction door, but I'll try and pop it down below if I can find it online. And then it's in this, I don't actually know what the colour is either, I'll try and find that as well. But then obviously you've got the frame around it in the agate grey, and then the side panel bit is there as well. So I'll just come on in and continue on talking so I don't sound like a right idiot out there. But with regards to the door, I actually thought it was going to be slightly darker than it is, but hopefully when it's up, I'm sure it will look fine. And with composite doors, if you don't know, you can actually paint them. So if in a couple of years I decide that I'm not a fan of the colour anymore or want to change it up, then it's something that can be sort of painted on top of quite easily. So I've never actually done it before, so I don't know exactly how you would be able to go about doing that, just finding the right kind of paint. But yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get this up this evening. Almost forgot to mention, I've just had to come back outside, but up here in the porch roof, we're going to insulate this as much as we can. All out around here is going to be sort of plasterboarded and plastered and insulated properly so that it can be kept sort of warmer in here. And then we've pulled all of the cladding and the soffits and the guttering all from around here, and the side area here. So this will all get changed for the agate grey as well. And then I think in here we are going to have 1 or 2 spotlights just to kind of really brighten this area up a little bit. Last night ended up being really manic, hence why I haven't got any content of the porch being built. But basically Sam got back from work and it was a mad rush just to try and get the door in, because that was the most heaviest part with the composite door and the frame, before my client arrived. So he was trying to frantically sort of rush around to get that done, so that he could kind of finish off building it whilst I had a client. And obviously during that time I couldn't film anything because I was working. So I will show you that in a second because it's in and I love it. It's so bizarre though just to have like a porch area which is half inside, half outside. Well, actually technically it's inside now, but from where the inner front door is, because you can see that little bit further, yeah, it looks good and we're getting there now. There is obviously still a lot more to do with the porch, so it's not 100% finished yet, but I am happy with it as it is. And it's just weird having 2 front doors, so obviously we've got the inner one and then the composite door that actually locks itself when you pull it shut. That door opens out and then the inner door opens in. So I'm just trying to get my head around all of that. And inside they've all got the thumb turns, so you don't actually need a key to unlock it from the inside. We did have that in our previous house, but it's just getting my head around using that again, as opposed to coming in and then locking it with a key. So yeah, everything is a bit up in the air. We did get the cabinet door finally, so I am happy to get that fitted, which we'll probably do this evening. We've got to take the hinges off the old one and then put the new one on. So the ensuite is 100% complete. I can't believe it. It's actually done now that we've got the cabinet door. Now I'm a bit worried because I haven't taken it out of its box, so it could be the wrong cabinet door. You never know. So I'll obviously double check that first before we actually fit that. And then I think Sam's just got a couple of other bits that he's got to get done. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting the last kind of bits all tied up. And then in the porch, I'll obviously just take it down. I'm talking to you about the porch and not even showing you the porch. In the porch, we've still got to screed finish the floor, put insulation in the roof as well. And then Sam's going to plasterboard and plaster it all, which I've already mentioned anyway. But as I pan it round to the front, this is what it currently looks like from the inside. Now this is see-through glass, but as you look at it from this angle here, it looks frosted because that outside window is frosted. So yeah, it's just got a bit of an illusion, but we wanted to keep this clear, like I say, so you can see through into the porch. And then in here, it's all white. We've gone for, we've not taken the stickers off just yet. I think Sam's going to leave those on until he gets to a point where he knows the window will be protected. The lighting in here is awful, I do apologise. But yeah, and then the composite door has got a bit of glass at the top here. And then if I take you outside, I'm hoping nobody's going to be out here, so this will be really awkward otherwise. No, I think we're good. So from the outside, I nearly just locked myself out then. It looks like this. We've got the agate grey frame that goes round, and then we've got the composite door in this light blue colour, which I do really love. I'm glad I went out there and decided to go for a different colour as opposed to the same as the frame. And then we've got glass going on at the side here. It's not 100% complete, as you can see. There's a lot of like woodwork and stuff all around here that's kind of all holding it in place, and then this here will be covered eventually, and then this sticker will come off. But for now, we've got to a point where it's usable, but the post box is in here. We need to actually get a new one. I keep looking online at loads of different ones, and I just can't decide which one I want. I'm such an indecisive person, so it takes me a while to actually choose something, but we really need to get that ordered, and I need to put a sign on the door basically saying please just leave letters and stuff around the back, because we're not going to have anything otherwise, and we kind of need our letters to come through. I did notice, because I popped out today with my grandma, which was really lovely. We went to one of the National Trust estate houses, which was so nice. We went out for a couple of hours, and the sun was shining, which was brilliant, and I totally forgot to put a sign on the door, and I noticed that they've thrown parcels over our gate because we've got a lock on it, and then just kind of slid the letters through the side there. So I really do need to get cracked on and get a letterbox, because that can't keep happening. So yeah, I am really looking forward to the next steps now, and later on I'll be so glad when that cabinet door is up. I totally forgot to show what a thumb turn looks like. So for anybody that doesn't know, you just basically lock and unlock your door using this thumb turn here. You only get it from the inside of your door, obviously, but it's a great way of being able to lock your door without your key. So I definitely do recommend those if you ever get a door of any sort, front, back door. Always request a thumb turn, because it's just so handy. I am so incredibly tired today, and I really don't know why. I don't know if it's the weather changes or this home renovation is getting on top of me, but I must admit, trying to complete a home renovation whilst having a working life and also trying to live a life is quite difficult to juggle. We have got a lot planned over the next couple of weeks. Sam has gone out to golf this evening. We're on Thursday, and then I'm hoping tomorrow myself and Sam will be able to sit down and just go through exactly what the next stage is, now that the porch is almost to the point where it's getting there. I feel a bit like a lost puppy, because like I don't know what to do, and if there is anything that I can do at this moment in time. What are you making noises for? You making noises? I've literally just fed him, so he's so happy now, aren't you? Where's your little sissy gone? Oh, I have been in the office today as well, so he probably wants a bit of attention and a... can't say it because he'll get too excited. But yeah, like I say, I do feel a bit lost at the moment with what I can actually do, because helping Sam with the porch, I've done bits and bobs here and there, but I do have a bit more spare time here and there whilst he's at golf to be able to do things, and there isn't actually anything that I can do at this moment in time apart from ordering stuff online. We have finally got the post box to go outside, because as I showed in the previous clip, it's still inside the porch, so I've ordered a nice like light stone coloured one from Etsy, I think. I'll try and tag it down below. And also I ordered a sign from UK Signs. I found their website online, so when that arrives I'll be able to show you that. Oscar seems to be going through this phase at the moment where he's just really playful. I don't know whether you can see, yeah. Honestly, he's normally like a grumpy old man, even though he's not old at all. The past couple of months, I don't know what's come over him. You're like a little puppy again, aren't you? It's expected from Rosie, because she's a lot younger than he, well, a lot younger. She's 2 years younger than he is, and she's always been quite lively, but Oscar at the moment, you're a different dog, aren't you? Oscar and Rosie, can I just talk for 5 minutes, please? Am I allowed to do that? As you can tell, they need to go out. They've got way too much energy. Hopefully they'll be a bit more quieter so I can actually show you the cabinet mirror that's finally up now. So this got put up last night and luckily nothing cracked this time. So everything is pretty much set in place now. And all ready to be used. And with this cabinet mirror, it's so good because you've got a mirror on the inside as well, which is so handy because obviously you've got the natural light that way, and then the light here. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. If it was my choice and I wasn't going for practicality, I probably would have had like a round flush mirror against this wall, but because I want as much storage space as possible, I decided to opt for a cabinet. But it's quite slimline and sleek anyway, so it's not too bulky. But yeah, so fingers crossed, once we get the shower pump that we need, we'll hopefully be moved into the ensuite shortly. It's still kind of being forgotten about for the time being. I've just got back from the office and realised that I've actually got a Black Forest gateau to make this evening. I totally forgot today. It's not been on my mind at all. I've just been so busy at work that, yeah, like I say, I've not thought about it. So I've got all of the ingredients bar 1 or 2 of the items which have been ordered from Amazon. So when that gets here, then I'll be able to bake this cake. I've never baked a Black Forest gateau before. Is it a cake? Is it a pudding? I don't really know, but we'll see how that goes. I'm sure I'll show you what it looks like at the end. That's if it goes to plan. If it doesn't, I don't really know what I'm going to do because it's Sam's auntie's 50th birthday. I think it's actually next week, but we're celebrating tomorrow, which will be really, really nice. And she has no idea that friends and family are all going over. So yeah, pressure's on to get this cake right. But yeah, apologies, I had to stop the camera there for a second because Oscar and Rosie are literally just barking at nothing outside, obviously. But yeah, with regards to house stuff, we didn't actually do anything yesterday. We ran out of time, so the last thing we did was put the cabinet mirror on, which I've already explained. And I think Sam has just picked up from the post office the new post box for outside, so when he gets back, I'm sure I'll show you that. I'm not 100% sure if the sign has arrived. I know that was ordered through a different company, but I know that has been dispatched as well. So everything that we seem to be ordering at the moment is getting delivered quite quickly, so I'm well impressed with that. I just wanted to show you the reality of this Black Forest gateau that I have made. I've never made it before, so hence why it's looking a bit messy at the moment. I also don't know why it's cracked and opened up at the top there, so I think what I'm going to do, I have got some cherries to put on top, but I have got a little bit of double cream left, so I think I'm just going to whip a bit up, cover this as much as possible, get the cherries on top, and then I've also got this as well that's got loads of little bits in that was from Amazon, so I'm just going to decorate it as quickly as I can because I'm running short on time now, and see what it looks like. And just like that, the cake is pretty much complete now. I think I've managed to hide the big crack in the top quite well with the cream and the fresh cherries. And then around the side here, we're just going to pretend that these kind of cracks and stuff don't exist. But it's the best that I can do. Never made a Black Forest gateau, first time, so for a first time goes, I don't think it's too bad. It just depends on whether the flavour is nice,
because I will not be happy if it tastes rubbish, because it took me so long last night. I was up till gone 10 o'clock making this, so it better be good. And then these are the bits that I'm going to put on top of the cake, but I'm not actually going to do that until we arrive at Sam's auntie's. It's a surprise birthday and Sam's uncle is trying to keep her away until everybody gets there. So I'm going to frantically put all that on top of the cake when we arrive, because it's not going to fit in this box otherwise for travelling. And then we've also got these kind of cake sparkler things to go on top as well. But everything that comes in the pack that I've just showed you is brilliant. Like, there's balloons in here, there's little bits of fans and stuff, so I'll tag all this down below for anybody that may be looking for decorations for cakes and stuff. Please do ignore the state of me. I'm currently filming this in between clients, so I'm looking a bit worse for wear, but I thought I'd show you a couple of bits that I picked up recently. I know I mentioned about getting a new post box, so that has arrived, so I thought I would show you that. And then also I made a Temu order. I don't know whether it's called Temu or Temu, or I don't have a clue how you pronounce the name, but I ordered a couple of car accessory bits because we've got a new car arriving next month, which is so exciting, and I really wanted to kind of organise the car as much as possible to make it easier to access bits and bobs in the car without there being so much stuff shoved in there. Oscar is obviously rubbing himself all over the carpet. Come here, come here. He's like, no mum, I want to carry on doing what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. So now that Oscar and Rosie are finally settled, I've literally just got him straight in front of my eyes here. I will get into what I got. So obviously starting off with the post box, this is what we ended up going for. Really lovely, quite big actually, bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it's quite hefty as well. But I have just noticed, I think the S on that post is upside down. It might not be, it might just be my eyes, but I'm sure the top bit looks thicker than the bottom bit, with regards to like the space between the S. But anyway, apart from that, everything else is pretty much perfect. Obviously you get a key that comes with it. I did buy that off of Etsy, but I think the company do have their own website as well, so I'll link that below. And then everything that I got from Temu, or Temu, it's not Moo, is it? I haven't actually opened this yet, so this is the first time seeing it on camera. Now, I searched for things specific to the brand, is it called a brand? The branding of car that we are getting. Badge? I can't even think of the correct word. You know what I mean. So I don't know if that's the same with all different types of cars or not. But I basically typed in the car that we was getting, and it came up with like organisation for that specific car, which was good. But I know you can get generic stuff as well. Please do ignore the rustling of this. But I totally forgot what I picked up. So this is first impressions on camera, if I can actually get into it. First of all, we have one of these. So this is just a generic one. Basically hook it over the seat in your car, and then you can just hang, I don't know, a handbag or bags or whatever from it. I always put my handbag in the passenger side when I'm driving, but I do find that it moves around all over the place, so I thought if I could just kind of hook it behind me, then that would be great. So I picked up just a plain black, I don't think it's real leather, one of those. And then another thing I picked up, oh gosh, you've got to put the pieces together. Basically, this is not going to be any use at all, but it's kind of organisation kind of piece of kit that you put together and put into your glove box. Please do mind my nails, they're awful. But yeah, you put it into your glove box and then it kind of has dividers in it. So you've got to set it all up, which I am not going to do now. We've not actually got the car yet, so when we get the car I'll probably put that together. And then I think it's the same goes for this as well. So yeah, this is quite good actually. So it comes as a 3-piece set, and I think it goes pretty much in at the side here, in the front bit where there's going to be a bit of organisation, and then in the back where the middle seat bit is, and it can come down, you can basically put storage there. So there's 3 bits of stuff, organisation bits to put there. Sorry, my descriptions and explanations are just so awful. Please do bear with me. And then, probably because I'm on a time crunch, I need to hurry up. So, another thing that I got was generic. I see inside my mum's car, and in the boot, she had all of her shopping bags organised in like a little pouch. So I have taken it upon myself to take her idea and do it for myself. So I have got this. It's quite sort of slimline, which is good. It won't take up too much room in the boot, and then it's got a handle on it. So I'm going to store all of my shopping bags in there, and then obviously with the lid over the top, it just keeps it out of the way and all together. And then another thing that I picked up was something quite similar to that, but it's basically just for like shopping and stuff, so you can divide it up, but you can also pack it away as well. So I got one of these. I know you can get some of them that are kind of colour coordinated to what food and stuff that you get, but I do all my food shopping online, so I don't actually need it for that. But I thought this would be handy if I'm going out to pick up a couple of bits, I don't know, from B&M or whatever, then I can divide it up and it won't be flying around all over the place. And then it's handy that it folds back down again, so it can just be sort of kept in the car and not take up too much room. And then this I actually totally forgot about, which isn't car related at all. If you'd have watched my previous video, you would have seen me talking about putting some kind of storage system in place in the cupboard that we've got in the main bedroom to put like my high heels and stuff in. Something that's going to keep it all protected and basically not cause a mess on the carpet. So I picked up, oh, it's not going to be made, is it? I can't remember how many in total. I think I got quite a lot in a pack. I think I got 12, but I know full well I've got size 4 feet, so my heels are tiny. Well, not tiny, but they're quite small, so I know I'll be able to fit more than like one pair in a box. But yeah, I think I've got like 12 clear boxes, so I think in a short while, when I've got a bit more time again, I'm going to put all this together and see what it actually looks like. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'm going to end this video here. This week we've got quite a lot going on, in the sense that I think Sam wants to rip down the ceiling in the hallway, so it's going to be quite sort of messy in that sense. We've got our electrician coming over just to kind of work out where we want certain lights and spotlights and things. And the porch, even though it's like totally up, it's nowhere near being finished yet, so I think we've got to kind of work out what we want to get done over the next couple of weeks, just to try and get our head around it and get everything ordered that we need. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on, but I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.